Well, when Jess first approached the South Florida Water Management District on the EcoArt project, it was hard to get our hands around the whole concept. We were trying to figure out, is it art? Is it environment? What is it? What would be our role in it? And the further we talked and the more we got a real solid vision of what Jesse's vision was, we understood it.
Torry Island is where the Glades communities really were birthed. Almost 100 years ago, the first settlers settled on Torry Island, seeing it as a land of great promise for the water resource that it was, as well as the agriculture and just the wonderful beauty of the island.
So we brought in our scientists to help, identify exotic plants, native plants. Then the youth component that was brought in to actually build the EcoArt was really, the best component of it all, because here we are teaching our future scientists and our future staff why it's so important, the environment and environmental restoration, and how everything is connected.
My first days doing orientation, I really didn't know what I would be getting myself into.
I initially became interested in the EcoArt project on Torry Island. Just interesting to see what they were doing that was similar to what we do on Lake Okeechobee.
Beginning of the project, I felt like, I like nature. But at first, when I first came here, I didn't know what I was up against.
The area where the project was done originally was landscaped just to look like a park.
When I was approached with this project, I was very skeptical about, first of all, EcoArt and whether or not it could be done in on these islands here in the south end of the lake.
Torry Island and education are a big component to improving the Glades as well. I believe that EcoArt fills a big gap within our community.
We're building stuff not for show, but for animals to live in, which is a major concern in Florida, as we learned throughout all of the other presentations, that you can really give back to your community as well as the ecosystem.
But I love science and art, so I want to see how it goes.
This project on Torry Island allows the public to access wildlife project that most of the time the public doesn't get to see.
But overall, I like the project because at first I was like, what are we doing? It looked like we just piling a bunch of rocks, and then when we laid the mulch down and I looked at it, I was like, oh, we created a small habitat. It looks like a little island. That's what it looks like.
It was very enjoyable working with the kids, working with Jesse, and seeing their works of art here is really refreshing.
From both an aesthetic and an ecological perspective, that's an improvement over the tree here, tree there, mow the lawn kind of parkscape that you typically see.
Well, as this was a pilot project and it went off so well, the Water Management District, which is definitely committed to being a community partner, especially in educating and informing the public about water quality, about water supply, about environmental restoration, all of those components of our mission.
Continuing a project like this could have long-term benefits both for the environment and I think for the community, because it will attract attention, and for the participants because they are learning useful skills and they will be our future stewards of the environment.
The future of the Glades is definitely stronger.
I was very much inspired by the youth that I worked with in Belle Glade, and they really became my role model.